welcome back. Patrick is gonna take Spongebob's driving test this time. Why not? Patrick evidently hits a lot harder, which probably explains why he could not figure out how to do sufficient damage to my opponents. Patrick was slow though, it looks like, so we'll have to see what this is like for us. I have to wreck Spongebob now. Nice picture of Patrick on the bottom right. I feel like I know. I don't feel like I'm doing much better, frankly. Like, any better. A lot of time I just accidentally knocked out my opponents. So maybe? Yeah, maybe the Patrick does do a lot more damage without me really noticing. Okay. Yeah, so I guess part of it is just using the right character. See if this exam is any better for us then. Okay, you can press start to skip that, good. So to say that cutscene progresses pretty slowly if you just mash the advance button.
3, 2, 1, go!
There we go. I don't feel like there's that much difference in stats between the different characters actually, even if the game says there is. Is this Patrick here? I do think I'm doing more damage. I mean, that's what the game claims to me. But even still... Darn it. I don't feel like I'm doing that much damage, but I also don't really feel like I'm going much any slower either. Darn it. Okay, that was interesting. If I hadn't got knocked out there, everything would have been pretty alright, I think. Darn it. And someone just bumped into me from the side and so I got knocked out. That didn't go as well as I was hoping. That was worse! Probably should have restarted there. Just trying to see if I can get the hang of this game a little bit more. Hi, loading screen.
3, 2, 1, go!
There's not much point in doing this right now. So hits in general give you time? Not just knocking out opponents. I think the main thing is you just need to have enough distance. You need to boost into your opponent from some distance. Seems to be the main key to this so far.
Go!
Sometimes doing without distance also works okay. And you need to be able to slow down without putting yourself at risk, which is also fairly difficult. That. Getting a good hard hit can also be tough though. I think hitting them from the side also does a lot more damage than from the front or back or something like that. Sometimes you just rub against them without doing anything. There we go. Bow condition's not very good now though. So that's gonna hurt him great as well. It's any better. It still took too long. The whole thing is a bit awkward. It doesn't look like the boats actually affect your stats much at all. It doesn't look like the characters' different stats really change much of anything. It doesn't look like, and there's probably no much reason in doing this race right now anyways, since it will take a while, and I still won't have the grade I'm hoping for. But it doesn't even seem to change much when the character's supposedly very different stats get shuffled around, so I wouldn't think that the different boats would change much either then. Which is a little disappointing. In the console version, the different boats had very, very different.
2, 1, go!
How? I mean, more out for you than for me, but still. The different boats had very different stats. Incredibly different in the console version, which I appreciated. Oh. How's everyone? Oh, I think part of it is also that apparently, as the game suggested, that your opponents have better stats in the exams or something like that. So they're a bit hardier. Because otherwise, I tore through everyone like paper just then. Again, though, I don't know if it actually matters whether I get a good grade or not.
3, 2, 1, go!
That was not a very good turbo, Patrick. Yeah, if you hit them from the side, it does a lot for you to help. That might be one key that I need to figure out as well. Although hitting from the side might not, it might more than anything be because you're moving pretty fast compared to your opponent. If you do that, hit them from the side. Oops. Minor bumps with Patrick seem to much more frequently result in actual damage being done to your opponent. What? My bow condition was fine. Damage was 5%. What does bow condition mean? Does it mean the total damage I take or what? It's really hard to tell. This game's not very clear on what it's asking of me.
3, 2, 1, go!
Jeez. And then that happens. Okay. That was ridiculous. I should actually start spending money on stuff at some point, I guess? I'm still not sure what the point of the garage is. I can't even see where... I would like to see how I get the different trophies and what they're for, but... 2 laps. I still find recklessness kind of awkward. I think it made more sense in the console version where it was deal as much, get as many points from hitting your opponents as you can, under the condition that you finish the race. This one, you have to balance dealing damage and finishing the race, which I think is a lot more awkward. What the heck is happening here? Oh, okay, that's a thing now. Whew. That's like the... you didn't ever really see in the... those big latrines? Why? Okay. But you never had, like things to jump over or anything in the Delta version. It's kind of cool to see. As you can see on the bottom screen, I tend to accidentally move the cursor off the screen, which is not very conducive to steering well. Knock someone out in the air just about there. Hey, darn it! Hey. Unfortunately, that also destroys your car entirely. It counts as a wreck for me. I just finished this race now. I had 3 minutes left at the end, so okay, I got knocked out a few times, but sure. I still don't know if total race time is how much time I have left at the end, or actually how much time I took. It sounds like the latter, but it won't make much sense, I don't think, because again, you have to follow your opponents either way. It's not really up to you how quickly everyone progresses. Anyways, we'll see if we can finish up this episode with the impairment exam. Yeah, I also got to hit Patrick, or hit Squidward from the side there, which would mean pretty good, I think. Okay, I think hitting from the side is a big deal. Whoa! Is I'm really a somewhat awkward way to steer as well in a game like this. Yeah, I know it's got to deal a lot of damage to me, but I wanted to try to get some in on my opponent there. Anything opening lap supposed to help repair me? Thought that was what it was. Condition. Bah. I'm still not completely sure on what boat condition is either, because that would make it sound like if your boat got destroyed and then you had your boat repaired after that, then your boat condition should be fine. 2 laps. So that's probably gonna go over a little bit too. Actually, I should probably just cut the episode after this race. This place is pretty good for knocking out your opponents, I feel like, because the track is just shaped such that you get lots of opportunities to hit your opponents in favorable ways. I guess in order to keep moving forwards and hit your opponents, it's often best to do some weird kind of diagonal approach to your opponents. There we go. Jeez, I was wondering that boat was going to get destroyed. Ah, so this is the mode where putting on that prepares your boat. Darn it. So presumably it'll be better to survive that last bit of that lap. Darn it. Yeah, aiming with your boost is a big part of this, to say the least. It's really different having a single burst of speed as opposed to having a general turbo meter that you use. Like in the, like in the console version. But let's definitely deal more damage on the exams. Yeah, Rex causes how many times you knock out your opponents. Alright though, but I think that'll be it for this episode. So next time we'll do whatever the next event is. We'll find out. Bye everyone.